Hi team. Thank you guys. Thanks for your response. The first of all, last class we completed SDLC and as well as ways of software testing. I hope you remember that. Everyone, what are the ways of software testing? Yes. Okay. See guys, what is software testing? It's a process of verification and validation. So, SDLC activities such as requirement gathering, requirements prepared as PRS and SRS, plan, design, coding, testing, and as well as release and maintenance. This is SDLC activities. Once again, guys, what are the SDLC activities? Such as requirement gathering, prepare BRS and SRS, plan, design, coding, testing, release, and maintenance. From requirement gathering to coding, who are developing the application? Same person, nothing but call as verification. And after testing engineer, testing on application, nothing but call as validation. What is software testing? It's a process of verification and validation. What is mean by verification? What is mean by validation? Very simple, guys. It's a process of verifying developing the application is right or not is called verification. It's a process of validating the developed application is right or not is called validation and also called as dynamic testing and also called as dynamic testing. Once again, guys, what is mean by the software testing? It's a process of verification and as well as validation. Verification and validation. And verification also called as static testing. Validation also called as dynamic testing. Static and dynamic testing. Static and as well as dynamic testing. Software development models. The next concept as software development models. What are the software development models? Based on the client requirement, based on the project requirement, software development models are classified into two types of models such as sequential model and as well as incremental model and also called as iterative model. Once again, guys, everyone, software development models are classified into two types such as sequential model and incremental model and also called as iterative model. So whenever small size project, small size requirement, then we can go to sequential model. Whenever big size project, big size requirement, then we can go to incremental model and also called as iterative models. And also called as what? Iterative models. Let me show guys what are the sequential models and what are the incremental models. Let me show that. Just 1 minute. Guys, just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. I'll be back. Please, just 1 minute. See my screen, guys. Software development models classified into two types of models, such as sequential model. Yes, sequential model, and as well as incremental model. What is meaning of sequential model? What is meaning of incremental model? Whenever small size project, small size requirement, then we can go to sequential model. Whenever big size project, big size requirement, then we can go to incremental model, also called as iterative models. Guys, I think you have one doubt. Sir, we are testing engineers. We are testing engineers. We have to learn about testing models, right? Then why we are learning development models in our class? My question, understand? We are testing engineers. We should learn testing models. But in our class, why we are learning development models? Why we are learning development models in our class? Because depending on development model only, our testing activities will be there. Yes, everyone, because depending on development model. For example, I'm giving mobile phone. I'm giving laptop. Will you perform same type of testing on two? No. Mobile phone, you will check touch screen and speaker. Laptop, you will check switch on, charging port, keyboard, mouse, screen. So guys, depending on the product, you will perform different types of testings, right? So same, everyone, same. Like depending on the development model, testing engineer can test application. Depending on development model, testing engineer will test application. Once again, guys, software development models classified into two types of models, such as sequential model and incremental model. Whenever small size project, then go to sequential model. Whenever big size project, big size requirement, then incremental model, also called as iterative model. What are the sequential models are there? Waterfall model and V model. What are the incremental models are there? RAD, prototype, spiral, and very famous, very advanced agile models also best examples for incremental model. Everyone, once again, whenever small size project, small size requirement, then we can go to sequential model. Whenever big size project, big size requirement, then we can go to incremental model, also called as iterative models. Incremental model and also called as what? Iterative models. Yes. So today we are going to discuss about sequential model, waterfall model. What is waterfall model? Let me show guys diagram here. See, waterfall model. You able to see on my screen? What is waterfall model? I'll explain first of all point by point here. Everyone, sequential models and as well as incremental model. What are the sequential models? Waterfall model and V models are best examples for sequential model. What are the incremental models are there? Such as RAD model, prototype model, spiral model, and agile models are best examples for incremental model and also called as iterative models. Incremental model and also called as what? Iterative models. Everyone, once again, what are the incremental sequential models? Today, we are going to discuss about in sequential, very first model, waterfall model. Development models, just try to understand. Don't by heart. Hurry, please focus on this class, what we are learning. Like, what is waterfall model? Let me explain about waterfall model. Yes, waterfall model. What is waterfall model? How it will be work? What is waterfall model? How it will be work? Point by point, I'll write. It's a sequential model. It's a what? Sequential model. And if you observe guys diagram, everyone, if you observe the diagram, what you understood by understanding the diagram? Yes, I'll tell you. Waterfall model same as SDLC. SDLC, what are the steps? SDLC, the steps are, SDLC, steps are requirement gathering, plan, design, coding, testing, release, and maintenance. Release and maintenance. Am I right, my point? Waterfall model also same as SDLC process. Let me write waterfall model same as SDLC process. Once again, guys, everyone, it's a sequential model and waterfall model same as SDLC process. Waterfall model same as which process? SDLC process. Whenever small size project, small size requirement in waterfall model, all implementation activities will be carried out step by step. Meaning, first of all, they will collect 100% requirements. Whenever 100% requirement collection completed, then they will go to plan. Whenever 100% plan completed, then they will go to design. Whenever 100% design completed, then they will go to coding. Then they will go to testing. Then release and maintenance. Release and maintenance. So, for example, 50% requirements, based on 50% requirement, is it possible to go to 50% plan? Is it possible 50% design? Is it possible 50% coding? Is it possible 50% testing? No. So, based on the requirement, everyone, based on the requirement, step by step, all implementation activities will be completed. Yes, all implementation activities will be completed. For example, only 50% design completed. I mean, 50% design completed. Is it possible to go to 50% coding? No. Is it possible to go to 50% testing? No. So all implementation activities will be carried out step by step. Let me write. All implementation activities will be carried out step by step. Once again, guys, all implementation activities will be carried out what? Step by step. Yes, all implementation activities will be carried out step by step. This is the main feature here. And why this model title as waterfall model? Flow of activity look like a waterfall. So this model title as a waterfall model. Everyone, flow of activity look like a waterfall. So this model title as waterfall model. Once again, guys, flow of activities look like a waterfall. So this model title as a waterfall model. Everyone, understand, guys, this one? Next, advantages of waterfall model. Next one, advantages of waterfall model. What are the advantages of waterfall model? Easy to design, easy to understand, and easy to follow. And what are the disadvantages? Everyone, what are the disadvantages? First point, it is not suitable for big size. Yes, it's suitable for only small size. So not suitable for big size. Everyone, along with that, in middle of the project, go back and changing requirements are not possible. In middle of the project, go back and changing requirements are not possible. Meaning, yes, in middle of the project, go back and changing requirements are not possible. For example, 50% requirements are completed. Designing, 100% requirements completed. Designing is going on. Suddenly, client asking to change requirements. Is it possible? No. We are in 50% coding or 50% testing. Suddenly, client asking to changing password. Is it possible? Changing requirements. Is it possible? Changing requirements. Is it possible? No. Yes. So in waterfall model, in middle of the project, go back and changing requirements are not possible. Go back and changing requirements are not possible. Yes. Let me write. Everyone, in middle of project, go back, changing requirements not possible. I hope you understood, guys. Everyone, I hope you understood, guys, up to here. This is waterfall model, which is comes into sequential. Once again, guys, what is waterfall model? Waterfall model is a sequential model, and waterfall model same as SDLC process. And all implementation activities will be carried out step-by-step process. In this model, flow of activity look like a waterfall. So this model title as a waterfall model. Advantages of waterfall model: easy to design, easy to understand. Disadvantages: not suitable for big size. In middle of the project, go back and changing requirements are not possible. Everyone, in middle of the project, go back and changing requirements are not possible. I hope you understood, guys, up to here. Yes. Everyone, waterfall model, are you clear? Just give me a confirmation message. Yes, like that. Guys, during the class, I need response from each and every one. Good. Very good. Very good. Now we can go to V model, guys, everyone. And before go to V model, one small request, guys. Today, actually, I have the client meeting at 7:45. So just I taken today only 40 minutes of class. Sorry for that. Today, just I have the client meeting. So tomorrow, by taking 20 minutes extra, I'll cover this one. Okay, everyone. So V model and remaining models tomorrow in class we can discuss. Everyone, don't expect the basic knowledge from our subject. Okay, so 100% you can learn from basic to advanced level. Today just I have the client meeting, guys. That's what remaining topics tomorrow I'll cover. Tomorrow I'll take the class and tomorrow I'll cover. Okay, tomorrow I'll cover. Thank you, guys. We can log off now. Remaining we can continue tomorrow. Remaining we can continue tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Just today I have the client meeting, so please log off. Tomorrow we can continue. Thank you. Bye-bye.